Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
All right.
So basically, what we're
So
gonna
basically,
do
what we're
here
gonna do
now
here now
is it still
is it still
reverbing?
reverbing?
Yep.
No, it's my background problem.
Okay. So
Okay.
what?
So
So what we're trying to
what we're trying to
do is take the
do is
live
take the live
stream on the
stream on
road,
the road,
and this is like
and
an
this is like
epic,
an epic,
epic
epic
fail,
fail,
Yeah. It's epic.
epic fail.
epic fail.
But it was good. I
But
spent
it was
sixty
good. I
dollars
spent
for
$60
parking
for parking
because what I wanted
because
to
what
do
I
was I
wanted to
wanted
do
to
was I wanted
interview
to
the
interview the
fans
fans
with you
with
guys
you
on,
guys on,
and then we could have
and
like
then we could have like
three people
three
ask a
people
question.
ask a question.
All right.
Am I
Am I
reverbing?
reverbing?
No, no, just stay in one place and stop moving. You'll be fine.
Yeah, this is
Yeah,
an
this
epic
is an
fail.
epic
I should
fail.
have put
I
the
should have put
cell
the
phone. I
cell
need a
phone.
cell
I need a
phone
cell phone
holder,
holder,
and I need a
and I
light,
need a light.
and
And
No,
I need.
you can't take all that shit, heavy shit everywhere you go. You have to get one of those cute, like the ones that I have, the IT30.
No, no, no. I have
no,
the
no, I
small
have the
little Shure
small
mic
little
that
store
just pin
mic
on
that
my.
just pin on my
That would
Yeah.
just pin
that
on
would
it,
just pin on it.
and then
But
the
maybe
other.
you can get the Bobby Shakes microphones, and I can interview people in India on location.
Right. That I mean,
Right.
this is why
This is why
we're trying to
Good
figure out this
combo.
figure out
this thing. So
this thing.
basically, when you
So
go to
basically, when you
India,
go to India,
you could go
you could go
live
live
In five
with
months.
yeah live.
yeah,
So we got
live.
5 months
We
to
got
figure
five
this
months
out.
to figure this out.
All right.
But yeah, what I
But
should
yeah,
have
what I
brought
should have brought
was an
was
iPhone
an
holder,
iPhone holder,
a light,
a light,
Right.
headphones.
headphones.
The only thing
A
I
lot of
brought
shit.
was a
A lot of shit.
was, was a
Was a
mic.
mic.
Uh,
Well, hold on
Well,
a
hold on
second
a
here.
second here.
If I
If
plug
I
in my
plug in
mic,
my mic,
I think I could sit down in the car.
Yeah. Now you're super clear.
I'm super clear now.
Yeah. No reverb, nothing. Super clear.
Yeah, I don't know what the problem was. Oh, that's because Neil is muted.
how about now?
How do I sound
how
now,
do I
Teddy?
sound now, Teddy?
Oh
Now
yeah.
you're back to
Now
the
you're back
reverb.
to reverb.
So what's gonna happen is everybody's gonna have to get on headphones. Or what we gotta do is so I would have to switch with the headphones. No, the headphones wouldn't reverb because the headphones would go into your ears and then the mic would come out. So I think we gotta get what, earbuds maybe?
Maybe.
Yeah, so if we got earbuds, then that way there wouldn't be any reverb coming back from the feed. And then I could have set up I need like a chair. I need like a chair and a light so I could yeah, this thing's a disaster, Teddy, huh?
It's all right. Gotta try something new. You know what I mean?
Gotta try something new. How was your weekend, Teddy?
It was all right. It was all right.
You know what I was saying? Off air too. I'm probably gonna talk to you about probably what we need to do is um yeah, I haven't I have I figured out a new way to promote stuff. Take that off air. I mean this would have been a good idea, but I totally botched this whole thing. I got all
You know, it's
dressed
botched.
up.
It's just a matter of you're trying something new and it
Fucking
may
thing
have maybe or maybe didn't work. That's all.
didn't work. Yeah. So how was Island Saturday? Was it good,
So how was
bad?
Island Saturday?
It was
Oh, this
solid.
Awesome.
shit.
It wasn't
Awesome,
like
I
I
think.
think it was yeah.
I
Yeah,
like the
this ain't
vibe
gonna
though.
work.
It's a cool place, man. You really you run a good ship, man. I like that. But I had fun.
I think everyone
The
has
show was on the dance floor. The show was really on the dance floor, not in the VIP.
Yeah, and I think people had the positive thing is me and Paul Michael were talking about it yesterday, is that even if like if I know it's not packed, the crowd doesn't know that because they're having fun, and when they're walking out and I'm handing flyers to them, they all had a great time. So that's like end of the day, that's really the goal of it, to sustain long term. That's what you got to make sure you provide every single week.
And Neil, tell us about your weekend.
The African Festival, 17th annual. It was great. It was really a lot of colorful shots, and the fashion show really highlighted the evening. I would say on a scale of 1 to 10, it was about an 11, to be completely honest. Um, we did the basketball. That was exciting, but the logistics at the end was just kind of messy. It didn't really make sense. But overall, I had an excellent time, man. Thank you for your
What
hospitality.
what didn't make sense?
Like the lights go out at 10 o'clock, and they had to move the court in the final game from court A to the next court, next adjacent court, and that was like the
Oh,
highest, the most important epic point of the game. And I think the other team would have came back and won if it wasn't for those logistical moves. You know, so it's kind of unfair, and it kind of stopped the momentum of the opposition.
well, I
It
mean,
gave an
here's the whole
unfair
thing
advantage
about
by the
athletes.
logistics. That's what I felt.
Here's the whole thing about athletes. An athlete's supposed to be locked in because you got to understand when you're watching major soccer, there's somebody running across the street, running across the pitch, half naked, streaking. So they have to stop play, beat the guy up, take him off the field, and resume play, right? It's also injuries happen, which also stops momentum. So in sports, there's always these things that stop momentum. Like you're boxing a guy, you're doing something well, and he punches you in the groin. Now you got to stop, readjust your cup, go back to the corner. But you were having a good bout. But as an athlete, I think you still have to prepare for that and keep moving forward, right, Teddy?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I also thought that the basketball tournament was it was tough, man. It was a tough, hostile environment. I am so happy that Jimmy won from City Team. I mean, they've been trying to win this thing oof, for years, and to see them finally get a win. Also, too, shout out to Coach Ryan, man. He got 2 wins. He won the high school and he won the men's. So no, 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 no. He won the. I'm lying. He won the middle school and he won the high school, which I thought that was crazy. So he got 2 wins. Jimmy from City Team got the win. So I just think that basketball game was crazy, and it's good that the money stays home. You know what I mean?
Now,
So
what was the tournament?
so basically, it's called Score for More.
Okay.
Let me get a nail back in here. Score for More puts it on. It's called Save Our Streets, and it's just to stop violence in the inner city, bring the hoods together, and we fight over basketball. You know what I'm saying? We fight on. I'm probably the wrong person they should be talking about what their company objective is, but I'm just assuming that's what they do. It's Score for More, um, stop the violence, and just get the hoods together and give a place for the young talent in the city of Boston to showcase their skill sets.
Yeah, we had one here on Sunday. Hoops Over Violence, similar idea.
Similar idea, yeah. It's Did you go?
I did not go, but Amir's my son's former trainer, who's was a assistant coach for Providence College last year. He runs it. Amir, my son actually played in it when he was in middle school.
Oh, right, right, right. You were telling me that your kid did play in that. How was that? Talk about that experience.
I mean, it's an awesome tournament. Corey does a great job. There's a couple of them. There's Hoops Over Violence, and there's another one called, I think, All About the Buckets. Two very similar events in Rhode Island and Providence, and they produce a lot of like real top level college players and pro players have come from it. David Duke, who played from the NBA, I think he's overseas now. He played for PC. Cole Swider, who was he played for Syracuse. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of good players that come out of there for sure. And we played a bunch in Boston as well. He's played in stuff in Dorchester and Roxbury, all those little tournaments back in when he was in middle school and ninth grade and stuff.
Yeah, I thought it was great, man. The sad thing is that some kids just don't make it, man. There's one kid I've been watching him. I told him that, dude, I got more baby pictures of you than your mom probably does, because I've been watching him grow through the ranks. And just when he was just about to get a deal, he got picked up. He got into some trouble. Did 2 years, and then you lose 2 years of your youth when you're going somewhere. It's very hard to come back from that. So that's some of the sad stories, but it's good to see him there mentoring the young kids and telling them, like, yo, you got to stay out of it. If you're trying to get to the bag, you can't get to the bag holding a gun, sitting in friggin' South Bay or Shirley Max, whatever the hell it's called now, Walpole. You know what I mean? Like,
Yep.
so it's good that they're reaching the elementary schools, grooming those kids. There's tons of photographers there, so it's really a good framework for these kids to get to that next level and to showcase your skills. And then with all the photographers there and the video people there, that's where all your Instagram posts are coming from. You know what I mean? So you can
Yep.
send those off to package with your NIL deal and start to make money, because we all know the high school game. The high school game is just getting crazy like the college game.
Yeah, now it's very difficult with college because of the NIL and the transfers and stuff. It's very that's why my kid he didn't give up, but he was like, forget it. And he graduated early from high school and just went D3 because he could have played that last year in high school and it still might have not gone D1. So like he was just like, you know what, I got a nice offer, good school, let me just go there now. That's what he did. But a lot of these kids that you saw play, there's a lot of kids in Boston and Rhode Island that are D1 talent that because of the NIL and the transfer portal, they don't get to go D1 anymore.
So explain that to me, because I have a rebuttal on that. But go ahead, let's talk about that.
Well, I mean, most colleges don't recruit high school kids anymore, and regular high school kids forget it. And my son played in NEPSAC, and NEPSAC they do recruit there, but again, unless you're like the top, 100 in the country, it's very difficult for you to make that next step into scholarship level D1 because I think Rick Pitino came out and said it last year, or the year before, that he doesn't even look at high school kids. He's looking at transfers from other schools, because you're looking at a kid that he's 23, 24, already played 2 years of college basketball. So you're getting a guy with experience and is ready to go, rather than get a freshman that you're gonna have to like maybe sit or groom and stuff like that. So it's very difficult for these young kids that are coming up to get a solid D1 deal. Very difficult.
Right, because now we're at the phase where, well, I like to rebut that, because now with the transfer portal, so I was told, and I could be wrong, that you only get a 1-year scholarship to play basketball now in college. I don't know if that's true or not. So if you're only giving you 1 year and you're sitting on the bench for a little bit half the season, you got to go out to the transfer portal to get another scholarship. You know what I mean? So it's
Yeah.
like,
I mean, it's like a 1-year contract each deal, but there are schools that will tell a kid, "Hey, listen, we're giving you the scholarship. You're probably gonna not play a lot the first year. We're gonna get you ready for the next year." But then they're very unhappy and they jump in the transfer portal. And you'll find, I think there's 30% of the kids that jump in the transfer portal find nowhere else to go.
right, because now we could fill that spot with high schools or other, because me and Neil did the math, right? So there's, how many high schools are there in America, Neil?
27,000.
And then how many D1 schools are there?
300,
360, 350, 360.
Yeah.
And one of the teams I noticed, you got to mute your mic, Neil.
I'm unmuted.
Yeah, I'm still no, you got to mute your mic. So so there's 24,000 high schools, there's 365 D1 schools, right? And also the problem is too with the transfer portal is now they're going to Africa, now they're going to Greece, now they're going to Spain, now they're going to India, France. So now when you get into that transfer portal, they just give a kid from Africa your spot and now you're done, right?
Yeah.
So it's not only is basketball hard at a D1 level, now we're adding the world into it. Like, it's really a world's game. So if there's a 6'8" kid from Africa that could play better than you, and you could write him a visa and have him come here and play at this high school. And the problem is too is the education in America does not stand up to anything they call the third world country. So if you're like in Africa, Jamaica, Greece, France, Spain, the education system over there is really good. So you went to public schools or even some prep schools, you get into that portal and they're bringing in a smarter kid from overseas who's a little bit better than you that understands the education and the process. It's not good.
Yeah, there's a kid on Providence College last year, one of the star kids. He played pro in Europe. He was like a pro, and he came over here.
So now we come to discussion is when we talk about basketball and with everything that's happening in America, he's got talent. Does it even make sense for him to even go through the AAU circuit? Because if your kid is nice, you pack everything up, you rent out your house, you move to Spain, you move to Portugal, because I believe those kids could play professional at a younger age, and you're playing against grown men. So it's once again, capitalism is shooting itself in the foot because you want to make money. Now you have to pay the kids. If you figured out a fair system where everybody got paid equally, but there's lawyers and attorneys, everybody's trying to scalp the system. The kids are getting screwed because you went through this AA bullshit. It makes sense if your kid is good, you just go and live in Greece for a year and let him play professional and get paid and then transfer over here when he's 19. Because a lot of the Celtics got a lot of guys from professionals, right? With no hair on their balls, and they're professionals because they played in Europe, as opposed to some kid that went to St. Sebastian's or Belmont Hill, or Brimmer and May. Yeah, you're nice, but you didn't play with professionals. I have an 18-year-old that played with professionals. You're just a 17-year-old dunking on all these 3-foot white kids in prep school. So it's sketchy.
Well, the thing is for AAU, regular AAU that parents have to pay money for, that's that's not getting you nowhere anyway. If you're on the circuit, if you're on a shoe circuit where you're not like Amir played middle school with Expressions, which is Nike, and then he
Yep.
played high school. He actually tore his meniscus in 10th grade, which was a key year, but he missed AAU that year. But then he moved to New Balance, and that's another shoe circuit where you don't pay, the kids don't pay to play on those teams. They're sponsored teams. If you're on one of those teams, the competition level where you're going to is crazy, and that's where all the college coaches are at. You know what I mean? But but those other circuits like that, you're paying to, the parents have to pay a fee and stuff to play on that circuit. There's no real coaches going to be at those tournaments.
Yes. Okay. That's good. That's good to know. Like, everything is changing rapidly, and what we used to do yesterday we can't do today. So that's good advice. So
And
so
same
you
with
could do.
school wise. Like if you want a chance to play college basketball, you have to it's like almost a necessity that you go to prep school now. Like it doesn't,
Right. That's yeah, yeah,
there's nothing you
yeah.
could. And then even at prep school, like there's very few kids that come from NEPSAC A to D1. There are a few, but like not, you have to be AA, AAA to really, really catch an eye.
It's so crazy.
Yeah, it's nuts.
Let me tell you this crazy story about Expressions, which Expressions, the ex-coach from Expressions, Rye, he's the one that won the elementary level and the high school level Sunday. He won 2 chips. So congratulate to Rye, former from Expressions.
Right, what's his name?
Coach Ryan.
Harrell?
Yeah.
That's my boy, man. That's my boy.
Get out of here. Really?
Amir was teammates with his son Jalen for all of middle school and part of high school, and they trained together and everything. Jalen's in Washington State right now.
Oh my God, you know him.
He was at PC, and I've been on trips with them. Like Ryan's come to Island Saturdays.
Yes, he's
Yeah,
been to Allen Saturdays in the last month.
I don't know about last, but I know he's been in his Jalen's aunt or is Tati Rama and all that stuff. They're
Wait a
related.
second. The
Yeah, his
guy,
godmother or whatever. Yeah, man.
oh, oh my God. Oh, I gotta tell my now. I definitely got it. Now it's all making sense. Now I gotta tell my expression story. So my ex's cousin was trying to play ball, and I said, bro, you need the way this is all going now. You need like film. You need pictures to throw on your Instagram. Blah blah blah. So he called me up and said that Expressions had an open date. So we went. It was in Braintree, and it was for 2 days. And
One quick thing: who do you think made the flyer for the Expressions open tryouts in Cat's gym?
you.
That's me. Yeah, I still do
Oh
it for him.
wow, this
Yeah.
is this is crazy.
Uh,
So it's Saturday and Sunday. I'm in there Saturday. This is about 5 years ago. I'm in there on Saturday, and the talent is good, but it's okay. And it's Saturday, Sunday. So we go back Sunday, and all of a sudden, I don't know where the hell they brought these giraffes from. Like these ginormous children, and it got really messy, Teddy. Like Saturday was like cool, but Sunday was like game day. I guess they brought in all the elite guys from Expressions in Boston or wherever they're from. And yo, them dudes was just running the ball. And my cousin, he was doing this thing. And so I'm filming them, and everybody kept on coming over to me like, yo, are you okay? Do you need anything? But I didn't. I was like, no, I'm good. I'm just here to film my cousin because I know that AJ was gonna somehow show up at this thing because everybody's here to watch AJ. And Tati Rama's, who's that? Tati Rama's who?
Jalen Harrell.
Wow,
Yeah,
that
his
is
giant son.
that is so crazy. So I'm in, and Harrell keeps on coming up to me and asking me like, "Yo, are you good? Do you need anything?" But I didn't. I know that he was in his element, and I would just say, like, "Yo, man," I didn't want him to think that I was there to steal footage of the players that are going someplace. I was like, "Nah, man, I'm good. I'm just in the corner. I'm quiet. I'm just filming." So that's Saturday. So we go back Sunday, and I'm sitting on the bench, and I'm getting the camera ready, and this kid walks in. And I think Rye walks over to him and was like, "Yo, thank you so much for showing up." And all the parents that's behind me, you could see like the disgust on their face, like, who the hell is this young kid showing up late? And everybody's like kissing this kid's ass. I'm like, who the hell is this kid? So that and I could hear the parents behind me talking. So I'm all like, okay. So I'm getting my camera ready, and then his mom walks in. And Harrell walks over again and goes, "Man, you're late." And he's all like, "Yo, I'm only 15. I can't drive." You know what I'm saying? My mom is my driver. They're just laughing back and forth. This dude puts on his shoes, Teddy, and he says, "Showtime," right? Now, everybody, all the parents is like, "Yeah, right, showtime. My kid's been here all weekend. You're late. You didn't even warm up, blah, blah, blah." So this kid and Tati Rama's family member, I'm like, why does this kid look like friggin' Giannis? Like, he looks like he was kidnapped. Like, they went into Giannis's bedroom, stole his DNA, and fucking made this kid and brought him. I'm like, yo, this kid looks like Giannis. Like, who is this kid? It's Tati Rama's nephew?
That can't be Jalen. That must be her. Another Jalen has a
No,
brother.
no, it's him, the kid that plays at Washington State. This is like 5 years ago.
Oh, this was even longer than that though. Then
Yeah, probably 6 years ago.
if he was only 15, like it has to be way back. Yeah,
Yeah.
because he's
So
same age as my Amir, so he's like 20, 21 now.
Right. Okay. So yeah, this was like 2001, maybe 2021 or 2022. No, probably 20. Hold on. You can figure it out once I tell the story.
Yeah.
So this kid that's late gets on the court. They inball the ball to him. He dribbles down the court. The kid hits a three. And then all the parents in the back shut up. Then on the back pedal, Teddy, he's pointing out directions. This kid is a baby. He just happens to be tall. He's a baby. And I'm watching him on the back pedal pointing to pick up the D. He lets a kid dribbles by him. He runs behind the kid, pins the layup on the backboard, rips it down, dribbles like 2 dribbles, hits the 18-footer. Everybody's quiet. All those parents that was talking shit are quiet now. On the back pedal again, he's pointing. Bing, 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 bing. Steals the ball, goes down for a jam. This kid hit a 3, hit a 2 hit. I can't even count how many points that is. This is all within minutes of him stepping on the court.
You sure that's not AJ?
Hold on a second.
Yeah.
So, and I'm looking at Tatirama's people, and he's ridiculous. He's absolutely ridiculous. So that's Sunday, and then Harrell walks over to me and he's like, yo, Bobby, thanks for coming out. Did ESPN send you? I'm like, no, I'm not here for ESPN. I'm here to get my cousin. And I gave my cousin's name and go, who the hell is that? And I'm all like, that's who I'm here to film. He said, you get any footage of AJ or his net or his family? And I'm like, no, I didn't want to like overstep my boundaries or look like a dude that's trying to hustle and steal, right? And I always wanted to show loyalty to my family. Like, I'm here to film you. I'm not here to jump on any bandwagon. So I go to my cousin who played against AJ and I said, yo, who is this kid? He's like, oh, that's AJ. I go, oh.
I knew it had to be him, yeah.
And I go, who's the kid that looks like Giannis? But it turned out that's Tatirama's people. So at the end of the practice, they're like, yo, did you get any footage? Blah, blah, blah. Because they're thinking that Bobby Shakes is there from a media outlet. Because why would Bobby Shakes be there taking pictures? Because they know I know nothing about basketball. Why would I would be there from some type of media group. You know what I'm saying? And I'm all like, nah, bro. I was just here to my cousin. So about a year passes by. And I'm at the Stephen Marley show with Damon Marley at the Fleet Bank Pavilion. And my boy comes up to me and he's like, yo, give me your phone. I want you to follow me on IG. I'm like, yo, bro, I'm 52. You're 52. Why would I follow you on IG? He goes, so he snatches my phone out of his hand. And he goes to AJ and he hits follow. No, he goes to AJ, but I'm already following him because of the tournament that I saw him go crazy. I'm like, yo, I got to follow this kid.
Let me guess, it's Ace.
Oh, my God. It's Ace. So I go to Ace. I go, Ace, I've known you for 100 years. You have never told me once. Not only does your child play basketball, I saw him at 15 going ballistic. So I go, Ace, you got to call your wife over. So I'm going to go backpedal. So as I'm leaving the Sunday, and I see AJ jumps in a whip like a spaceship, and I go to the mom, like, I have never seen, I'm 52. I've seen Dr. J, Larry Bird, Magic Johnson, Jordan, LeBron, all live. My dad used to take me to all these stuff. I said, I've never seen anyone play the way he plays. He plays like an athletic Kevin Durant. Would that be a good analogy?
Yeah, for sure. For sure.
He's like Jordan and Kevin Durant mixed into a body. Am I bugging or?
No, man. He's great. He's great. He's a good kid too. And like Amir was teammates with him in 7th, 8th grade, part of 9th grade, but we went on trips all over. The funny thing with Ace is, man, I had a little mess up with my car. Um, there was a time when Rhode Island was sending out registration renewals, and it was a glitch. So like 60,000 people didn't get their registration renewal. So I don't know to register my car, re-register until I get the renewal. Then I fill it out and I send it in. I get the
Right.
renewal. So I'm in New Jersey. We're at a tournament right before COVID hit. And I get pulled over. I went and got jerk. I always find a Jamaican restaurant. I found a Jamaican restaurant. Got jerk chicken. I'm going to road switch from like 25 to 30, 35 to 25 real quick. I didn't notice. Got pulled over. Cop pulls me over in New Jersey. Like my registration is done. It's gone. It's like bad. And he wouldn't give me a break. He towed the car. I'm on the side of the road in New Jersey. This is the first tournament with Expressions. I didn't know anybody except Ace. I had his number. I hit him up. Man, he came to the side of the road and picked me up.
Yo, Ace is a real one.
Yeah, man. They were at National Stadium for Independence. Because he said when he goes to Jamaica, he sends me all the videos. So I had all the videos. AJ was there. They were all at National Stadium for Independence.
Yeah, man. It's like Tati Rama's people, like so that's Coach Harrell's son, right?
Jalen's, yeah, that's Ryan's son, and then there's yeah, man, I've known them them. So Jalen and his dad, I've known them actually even a little bit longer because prior to Amir playing with Expressions, the main Expressions, he played for Expressions Boston, which was like a offshoot of it, and Jalen was on that team with him as well. That was like in 6th grade and part of 7th grade.
Yeah. So
But we was at Cats every weekend. We were always there, man. But those tryouts, man, those tryouts, like there might be 100 kids there. Maybe one of the kids might get called. Like maybe. Most of the time, yeah. Like they're looking for like a diamond in the rough because they know who's who and they already have like their teams.
Yeah. So my cousin actually made the Expressions team.
Yep.
And he's all like, he's from Newton. He's like, I want to go to a place where, I heard that Expression doesn't teach basketball as well as this place in Newton. I go, bro, you're going to be playing on the B team, right? You may get called to play the A team. Even the B team of Expressions is still waxing those 3-8 kids from Newton. Like,
it depends. There's one program out of Newton, I think Rivals, that's pretty good. If it was them, that's solid. But other than that, that's the only one I can think.
Yeah. So I'm all like, so he ended up, I don't know what he's doing now. I don't know if he's even playing basketball anymore. But yeah, man, it's
And you could ask Ace, like whenever I'm out, I'm somewhere. We were in Indianapolis, and he's like, "Where you going?" I said, "I found a Jamaican restaurant. I'm going." He's like, "No way!" And he went to the Jamaican restaurant too.
That's awesome, man. Yeah, man. So yeah, man. Harrell, man, my man, he won 2, elementary and high school. He got 2 chips. Coach Rye, man. Phew. That's ridiculous.
Yeah, he's good. He's a good dude, man. Him and there's another
Great
coach
dude
out of Boston that like really was great with my son, named Hugh Coleman. He was awesome. Great man. I had to make sure I at least shout him out real quick because he was a great dude.
Yeah, because he was like, I didn't want to like overstep my boundaries, and I always try to stay in my lane. But bro, if I was more aggressive, I would have had some sick AJ and Harrell footage. I mean, it was like these dudes were playing against 3-year-olds.
Yeah,
I mean,
and Hoopers will never care if you're filming them. Believe me, they're not gonna like. And then when you talk about Amir played on mostly. He was on A, but he never played, and so he would play the whole game on B, and then like he'd go to the A team and not play. But it was just being part of that program and the workouts themselves. You saw how those practices were. Those practices were crazy, like they were insane practices that made him bet. He didn't know it then, but looking back now, that experience with that team made Amir a better player and a tougher kid, like a tougher human being as well.
Yeah, man. Yeah, it was really a great experience this weekend. Save our streets, and like I said, man, thank God, man. Coach Ryan, man, won 2, and City Team. You know City Team then.
Yeah, well, they're like they sponsor a lot of all, even the best, even in Rhode Island. The thing in Rhode Island, they were on the jersey.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
They're
And
always
they've been trying to win the Boston one for a long time. And shout out to Reese, and shout out to the whole Family First family, man. I love to see them take it. And so when I got there, I saw Jimmy in silver Jordans. And I was all like, yo, man, what's with the silver Jordans? He's like, because I could do that, Shakes. So I go to the ref. I go, ref, you should give him a T for them Jordans. All right, man, Teddy. I think we know what we have to do with this stream. I think we just shine off. My hand's getting tired.
yeah, no worries, no worries.
This
And
was a
then
good stream, though.
oh, definitely. I know I sent you for 29th and the 5th. I'm gonna send you for Halloween probably in a couple days.
All right, man.
So if Halloween's on a Saturday, which would be crazy.
Yeah, I might be late to that one because I got to walk around with the kids.
Oh yeah, no worries.
All right.
All right, cool.
All right, man. We're gonna get this thing figured out.
Hells yeah.